There is a bond that is colorless. And it's been my life, my entire life, whether it's the musicians I jam with, the black guy in my band, the Hispanic guy in my band, the gay guy in my band. Nothing matters except spirit. And even those who had never hunted, never touched a gun, never touched a bow, once you're in Ted's world, you're going to touch a gun and you're going to touch a bow and you're going to eat venison, and they fall in love with it. And Jason, I don't predict much, but I predict the minute you are stirring coals around a campfire after a hunt, whether we kill something or not, because you're going to feel something when you see a creature or the eagle flies by or the squirrel runs past you. When we poke the coals with your buddy Sean around the campfire, and he'll reiterate this, he will get bright-eyed and bushy-tailed if you show him this footage. And something will happen to you that you're correct. It has only happened to you in church when you felt closer to God. But now you're hands-on, you're boots on the ground in God's creation. That's the spirit of the hunting lifestyle. And I'm going to tell you, I'm a crazy rock and roll guy. I've written the greatest, most outrageous, high-energy, forehead vein-popping music in the history of noise. But the way I charge my batteries and remain on a true north compass setting, which is why this dying young man wanted to spend the day with me. And it sounds like I'm bragging, but I'm bragging on behalf of the hunting culture. They all reference, I want to go hunting with Uncle Ted before I die. That's so powerful of a statement, because I'm a loudmouth. I'm a wild man. I'm unapologetic. You talk about fearless. I could have had a show called Fearless. My life has been fearless, where I defied the culture numbnuts with their drugs and their alcohol and their nonsense. And the spirit of the woods is like an old good friend. He'll make you feel warm and good inside. That's a lyric to my Fred Bear song. And that's what this young man wanted me to play that song for him today. And I did. And it took every ounce of strength I had to continue the song, because it's about my dead friend Fred Bear, about my brother John and my dad and my mom. And it's about this young man that won't make it through the hunting season. So I can't wait to stir those coals with you, both literally and figuratively. But we have to make it happen. My Camp for Kids hosts camps, charity camps with great volunteers, and there's always some black kids. And when we get them to the archery range, when we get them to the rifle range, when we get them in the fishing hole and the bobber, Jason, it's a spiritual awakening, not unlike a baptism. And it literally it brings back their heritage and their focus to how you get high on being aware of nature and being an ally to nature, being an asset to nature, not a liability. So there's a lot going on, but I've done it my whole life, and I can't wait to get a bow and arrow in your hand. You're gonna have a very special moment, I promise you. In fact, I'm right down here in my basement, and I shoot my bow and arrow every day. I have a target, and it cleanses my soul, and it will cleanse your soul.
Now look, as excited as you think I'm going to be with a bow and arrow in my hands, if you really want to see me catch the Holy Ghost and speak in tongues, you got to put a fork and a knife in my hand. And
promise.
Put some well-seasoned cooked meat. If you can cook, Ted, and you put a fork and a knife in my hand after we kill some deer or whatever, some venison, and if you properly season that meat, trust me, I'll speak in tongues.